Okay guys, it's Deanna from Dream Diapers here for Stash Chat, and you guys are always asking about Lano, so I figured I would do a little video since I had an emergency issue with a piece of wool with Audrey today. She had a really gross blowout. Anyways, so I have already washed her underwoolly, and then I had a couple others that were needing washing, so I put them in their little wash bath already. I use, again, as you hear Audrey, this is what I use. And this is, sorry about the shakiness a little bit, but this is what I recommend you guys use. I know there's been a lot of confusion out there about Scarlett's Wool Wash, all those things, but this is what I specifically use. Scarlett's Wool Wash actually has lanolin in it, so it's a little bit different of a wool routine. So I recommend this, and this is what Sloom recommends, and these are Sloom underwoolies. So this is what I have in there, and then I have some water, obviously tepid, lukewarm water, and they're soaking in there, and I've already pressed gently on the underwoolly that had the poop, and it's all soaking. So meanwhile, I came over here, and I have a little bit of water in a glass bowl. You'll want to make sure to use glass. Don't use plastic. I've tried to use plastic before, and it just doesn't mix right. So you want to make sure it's some kind of glass ceramic dish. I had very hot water. I have 4 underwoolies in there, so I had this teaspoon like heaping full of lanolin, and then I dipped it in there. And then I wait for it to melt. Sometimes in the melting process, I throw it into the microwave. Just the lanolin in the water in the microwave, nothing else. And then I take it out, and it looks like this. So now I have a chunk of Sloom Cube. This is pretty big. I usually do about equal to my lanolin. I think it's about equal. If it ends up being a little extra, you can take it out and you can save it for later. So we're just going to throw it in there because, again, you want to make sure your water, again, is super hot or this will not emulsify right. And so you just throw it in there. And all the Sloom Cubes, so you can kind of already start to see it going, they're going to all emulsify a little bit differently. I've noticed that the ones that are dark brown in color, they're the lanolin mixture initially, it looks a little tan. It doesn't look super milky white. Oh, you hear Audrey in the background there. And you're just going to kind of mix it in there for a little while. You see how it goes. I know this might get a little long for you guys, but I know you want to see it. So, okay, so I just kind of have it in there until it's, starting to get white. And then I kind of, obviously we stir both ways because you want to make sure there's no yellow in there. So you need to get rid of all yellow. If you have any yellow floating around, you need to continue to stir. And again, the lanolin at the beginning has to be fully melted. If it's not fully melted, you're going to have issues. So again, I usually stir both ways, and it mixes it really good. Also, I've noticed with the tan cube, or like the darker cubes, it's harder to tell that the yellow's all gone. So you're just going to have to look at it closer. It looks like oil floating on top, the lanolin, so you'll be able to tell. So here we go. This is actually, hopefully this will be a great video for you guys. And as I'm stirring that, see how milky it's getting? This is what you want, guys. You want it to be super, super milky. So then at this, right when like my lanolin mixture was mixing,